Welcome everybody to the Stuart Boat Show 2024. Today we are at the Stuart Boatworks booth taking a look at their 23-foot center console here. Hop on aboard, let's take a look around. So as always with all of our boat walkthrough videos, let's go start up in the bow. Now before we jump into today's video, I do want to say Stuart Boatworks is made locally here in Stuart. We're at the Stuart Boat Show. They do not go to any of the other boat shows I normally go to, which is why I haven't seen them and haven't covered any of their boats. But they really impressed me here with their 23-foot. This is going to be a higher end boat. You're going to have lots and lots of features. This is actually a customer's boat that is for sale right now. So the price point is going to be a little bit higher. Not going to be that affordable 23-foot center console at the low price point, but it's going to be packed with features and an awesome boat. Enough yapping though, let's get walking around today's boat. Up here in the bow, you're gonna see we're gonna have our anchor locker right in the front. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit going on over here. Like you see, you're gonna see some of the customer stuff, but we're gonna have nice finished anchor locker. You're gonna have little soft foam pads going around, protecting that anchor locker lid from rattling around. Looks like he's got a hose and anchor rope and everything like that in here. But I don't think the anchor is his main concern on this boat because he's equipped with a Garmin trolling motor over here. So these trolling motors are getting very popular for offshore fishermen because it allows them to go out fishing and spot lock on their fishing spots. So they'll go out, find their ledge they want to fish on, hit the button, this thing will be sitting your boat exactly on the ledge that you want to be on, and is an extremely useful tool when you're out there fishing. So this customer opted to put one on this 23-foot boat, which is really nice to see. Now, we are gonna have some U-shaped seating up here in the bow, and I am not going to sit on it or else I'm gonna have a very wet butt here because it did rain, but we're gonna have a very nice U-shaped seating, and we're gonna have a little bit of storage underneath. So take a look under here, we have a little bit of storage. The customer still has all their stuff in it, but it looks like it's actually an insulated box there. So if you did want to ice this down, put some fish in here, it would be a great option. You could put a little bit of longer fish in here. Very nice box. We are going to have one in-floor hatch up here in the bow, which we'll open up and see on a really nice gas shock. Really impressive size fish box here for a 23-foot boat. I mean, a lot of times on these 23-foot boats, you'll find a lack of storage, especially fish box storage. So it's nice to see this big old box here in the in-floor section here of the bow. But as we go through today's boat, you'll be able to tell the quality difference between this boat and the price point that it's at and a lot of the other boats that we look at that are a little bit more on the more affordable side. So I always say you get what you pay for, and you're definitely getting that here with the Stuart Boatworks Center Console. Now we are going to have some comfortable forward-facing seating, which is dry, so I can take a seat on it. Looks like we'll be able to comfortably fit 2 people on here. Not the fanciest upholstery, it is good quality, but it does get the job done, which is nice. Now underneath this, we lift it up here. It might look like a live well because of the color blue, but this one, the customer actually did not rig it for a live well. This is just going to be a regular cooler, fish box, whatever you like. You can put the plug in there, throw some ice down. It is an option to have this be a forward live well though, if you'd like. This boat is going to be equipped with a acrylic windshield along with a hard top here on this boat. Now this boat is going to have an 8.8 beam on a 23-foot boat. Technically it's I think 23'9" he said, so it's a little bit long of a 23, but you're going to have your undergunnels over here, which you're not going to have any storage like you would see on other boats for boat poles and gaffs and all that kind of stuff. Instead of having that, they are maximize your amount of room to walk around on this boat, and you can actually see underneath how nice of a job they did finishing this 3-piece hull here. You can see a little bit of all the wiring tucked in there, and you can actually like rub your hand along the edge and you don't get like fiberglass in your hands, and that's because of a good fit and finish quality they have on this boat. Let's take a look at the cabin on this 23-foot boat. So we're gonna hop in here, and this is gonna be a big cabin. Now inside here, wiring is everything. That's how you tell the quality of a good quality boat versus a not so good quality boat. You can see we got our plumbed cup holders over here that are going to drain, I assume, into the bilge or maybe onto the deck. We're going to have over our wiring, our switch panel over here. wiring is going to be right behind this panel. Look at the labels we have on everything here. Everything looks pretty tidy, which is nice to see. We got some amplifiers, battery charger here for that trolling motor. Now take a look at this wall of batteries. We got 3 batteries up top, 2 batteries down below. And when I was with Senior Salty looking at this boat, I was saying, what is all these batteries for? So we're sitting there trying to guess at what the batteries are for, but they actually have them all labeled. So you got your engine battery, your house battery, trolling motor battery, and trolling motor battery. And you might be wondering why you need so many trolling motor batteries, and you guys will see in just a second. And the reason you're gonna need all those trolling motor batteries is to power your twin power poles that you also have off the back of the boat, along with the jack plate. But before we dive into that, let's go check out the helm. Alrighty, my favorite spot of any boat, the helm station here. Very, very wide console. I'll say that right off the bat. We can fit 2 big Simrad screens. They look like 16-inch screens to me. I might be wrong, they might be 12s, but they are big Simrad screens. I love Simrad. They're gonna have 4 cup holders up on the dash, which, let's take a look at these cup holders because they're actually something special. So you got smaller cup holders that look like they're for like regular size cups and everything, but then you also have these larger, deeper cup holders, which are gonna be for those big Yeti mugs. So it's nice they have thought about the 2 different size cup holders that their customers would need. Like I said, this is a customer's boat, and he really decked out this boat. It's really, really nice. So it's cool to see they put 2 different size cup holders on this boat. We're not going to have anywhere specific to put your phone up here, which is a little bit of a downfall. But if you do look at the helm station over here, you do have a phone charger, a wireless phone charger here. So I guess that counts there for your phone holder spot. But overall, there is a ton of room on this dash for tons of electronics. We're going to be powered by Yamaha. He put a joystick on a single outboard, which is crazy. Honestly, I don't even really know how that works. But you got all your switch panels, stereo controls and everything. You even have your jack plate controls right here next to your steering wheel, which is nice to see. Underneath all these fancy electronics, you are going to have really easy access to all of the wiring in here. So let's take a look. Not too bad. Looks like we got some labels on our cables. We got some labels over here on these blocks. Good to see. We got a train going by. But we have some more fuses and everything. Like I said, all labeled, which is nice to see, especially when you're working on your boat. Have a lot of wires going on over there. Taking a look at the helm seat on this boat, we need our captains to be comfortable while driving, and they opted for a pretty basic style bench seat, to be honest here. A little bit fancier of an upholstery option maybe is an option for you. If not, it would be nice to see on this boat, but it's going to be comfortable, gets the job done. We have a bench seat on our boat, we love it, but it is nice to see. It's just a little bit on the basic side, that's all. So we are going to have 2 in-floor hatches on the port and starboard side, which we'll open up here for you. Nice and simply. Wow, this guy really left everything in the boat. All right, we even got his rods in here to show you exactly how this is working. So he's actually going to use this for rod storage, and that's interesting. I'm not sure if this is an option. I'm going to have to talk to them real quick about that. But this is not going to be a fish box. It's going to drain. The hole is going to be down there, so you're not going to want to put ice in this area. But you can see he's got his rods stored in here, so that's a nice little tucked away area in case you're going on a trip or an overnighter, you want to lock away your rods, you can do so in here. Looks like we're going to have to check out the port side to see if it's the same as this actually. All right, the port side looks like it's going to be the same. He's going to have more rods in here. Definitely would like to see these be fish boxes if there are options. It looks like there's enough room for it to be a fish box. So and while we're down here looking, next to the helm seat here, we are going to have a little bit of storage. It's going to be a little pop-out tackle storage. Like I said, he left everything in here, but going to have a nice little tackle storage, which is good to see. Now taking a look at the cockpit area, and this was one of the things that caught my attention. I love this boat. I love everything about it. The only thing I don't love is the amount of cockpit space you get. You can see I'm standing here. You can fit 2 of me, maybe walking across over here, but not super comfortably. So it's more of a 1 person walking through kind of cockpit area. It would be nice to save a little bit of room. This tackle center over here, this live well is an option. You can get just a regular leaning post and remove that. So that'll give you a little bit extra toe kick room, but not a ton of room. But if you do compare it to other 23-foot center consoles, I've seen some with less room than this. So it's not terrible, but I would like to see a little bit more room for how fishy this boat is. We are going to have removable transom seats over here on the port and starboard side, which will definitely give you some more room. We are going to have 1 in-floor hatch here towards the stern of the boat, and this should be our bilge access, which it looks like it is. And let's take you guys inside, see what it looks like. Here we go. All right, so looks pretty clean there so far. Yeah, everything looks pretty tidy. I think there's about 40 hours on this boat, the guy said. Honestly, it looks pretty brand new. I don't see rusted hose clamps or anything that I've seen on new boats to boat shows. So everything looks pretty clean and pretty tidy over here. Overall, a pretty good bilge access, nice and big. So if you have to maintain anything or work on anything, change out any filters, very easy to do so. And like I said, it all looks like it's professionally done. Behind our helm seat here, what I call the tackle center area, we're gonna have 4 rod holders equipped with 2 cup holders and a little like tackle station over here to put some hooks that you're using, pliers, knives, any of that kind of stuff. Below our tackle center, we're gonna have 1 live well, which is a nice size live well. You see, that's what the customer opted for, but like I said, that is an option. If you don't want to have a live well there, you can have a sliding cooler or something instead. But it is very useful if you're big on fishing with live bait. Very easy to access here towards the stern of the boat. Now, we can't forget about our T-top up here. Looks like we can hold 4 more rods up top. Now, back here on the swim platform of the 23-foot Stuart Boatworks Center Console here, there is a ton of room to walk around. If you are a spear fisherman or a diver or anything and you want to throw some equipment on here during your drift or whatever you're doing, tons of room to do it back here. Now, like I mentioned, it is equipped with 2 power poles. So if you're going to be in shallow water, if you guys don't know what power poles are, they're these little feet. So it's stationary poles, you press a button and it deploys these 2 poles that are going to act as anchors and bury themselves into the sand, holding you in place without having to throw an anchor. Very convenient to have, especially if you like going to the sandbar and stuff a lot or fish in shallow waters. And speaking of fishing in shallow waters, this boat is going to be equipped with an electric jack plate over here, which you guys saw at the helm station. The control for that, that's going to allow your motor to raise up and down, allowing you to run in skinnier water. So if you're an inshore fisherman, that's a really, really awesome feature to have. Now let's get into the price of this boat. This boat, absolutely optioned out. You guys told me you wanted to see a 23-footer that had a lot more options and wasn't just an affordable boat. Well, I'm bringing it to you guys here. The Stuart Boatworks, this specific boat, twin power poles, twin power poles, Yamaha 300, Garmin trolling roller, 2 big Simrad screens. You have a joystick, jack plate, pretty much all the features you could ever ask for, 5 batteries. This boat costs $220,000, I believe is what they're asking for it here. With 40 hours on it, it's a 2024. Definitely on the higher end side. You can get some bigger boats for that amount of money. Like I said, you pay for quality, you're paying for all these extra features. I talked to the guys here, they said that about $170 is the starting price with a single engines. You can do a twin engine option. I think they're twin like 150s you can do for it if you like. But this is definitely going to be a good option if you're a serious fisherman, but you can only stay in this 23-foot range because of slip size or anything like that. This Stuart Boatworks is a great, great option for you. If you do see behind me here, they have 2 other boats, which are going to be Islamorada Boatworks, which is going to be the other brand under the Stuart Boatworks. All manufactured in the same facility, but that is going to be their inshore flats boat style or hybrid style boats. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's walkthrough video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about this 23-foot down below. Is it too expensive for your taste? Is there no 23-foot boat that should be $220,000? Or is this something you guys would seriously consider as a really awesome, awesome fishing boat? Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. I'm going to go ahead and link another video from another boat show with a 23-foot boat, so you can give a little bit of comparison. I'll be here on the left side of the screen at the end of the video. Make sure you guys go check that out next. And until my next video, remember to keep living salty.